You know, our brains are capable of so many things, and some things we're not even aware of, the power that we have in there, that little cranial thing up there. Well, at Gulf Coast Neurospa, they have some great treatments and something to help stimulate that, or if you're having some issues like with OCD or whatever, depression, that will help you. It's called transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. Liz Bush, who is the Director of Market Development and Education, how are you? Good to see you. First off, if you would, Liz, tell us a little bit about Gulf Coast Neurospa and the different types of services that you have here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were actually established in 2020. We have 2 locations, the one that we are here off of Cow and Lorraine Road, and then one in downtown Ocean Springs off of Government Street, which is great. So we're able to service a wide breadth of patients. But we offer a couple of different services. We have TMS, which is the transcranial magnetic stimulation like you were discussing. We also offer Spravato, and we have massage therapy too. Now the TMS and Spravato are actually FDA approved treatments, and the specific machine that we use here is called Cloud TMS. And we have 2 different coils. One is for treatment-resistant depression, and one is for obsessive-compulsive disorder. And you'll be able to see here shortly with
I think they're going to try and put something on me and see if they can find anything.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Yes,
but,
definitely.
They're able to pinpoint certain transmitters within the brain, and you get a treatment, and it helps with your treatment-resistant depression or obsessive-compulsive issues.
So how exactly does it work? I mean, do like little, I know each session's about 19, 20 minutes.
It's about 19 minutes every single day. Patients usually have about 30 or 40 treatments depending on insurance coverage and things like that. But it's essentially—
that's a key thing. Insurance covers it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah, we have great insurance coverage here on the coast. But essentially what it is, it's the paddle that sits on top of the patient's head, and it does a light tapping exteriorly. And this is not a systemic treatment, so patients walk away feeling great without having any kind of downtime. So you can come in on your lunch break, have the treatment done, and go back to work.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to go back there and meet one of the doctors. They're going to hook me up and see if they can knock some sense into my head. We're at the Gulf Coast Neurospa on Cow and Lorraine Road in Gulfport. Dr. Brian Viberberg, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Retired Colonel?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for your service, first of all.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Tell us about this TMS system.
So this is a transcranial magnetic stimulation, and this is a machine that we use to help folks that are having treatment-resistant depression, suicidal thoughts, and we actually have a new version too that we're going to be using more for obsessive-compulsive disorder too. And basically what we have here is we have a unit here that provides the energy to the coil here. So this is the magnetic coil, and it's I call it like a figure 8, but basically it's 2 different magnets, and the way that these are angled at a way, the magnetic fields come together down, and it allows us to get signal strength to the area of the brain that we want to affect. Going back to high school physics, you may remember that electricity and magnetism go hand in hand. It's part of nature. We can't separate those two. But we use that phenomenon to help with the electrical patterns in certain areas of the brain.
Now, tell us again what are some of the things that you do treat with this. OCD.
OCD is a relatively new one, so we just got a brand new coil this last year, a few months ago, and that one was just FDA approved for obsessive-compulsive disorder. This one here is for major depression. And so we're able to treat, it's FDA approved for depression, and that's the main thing that we do treat. Now, we do have patients that come in with depression that also have other issues. Post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, ADHD, and now those aren't things that it's designed specifically for, but our patients just notice a lot of benefits in those areas too. So
okay, well, you're going to put me through treatment on this.
If you're willing.
I'm willing. Hey, I have done so many things on this show in the last 20 plus years, so it's amazing. But I love my viewers to see that I'm not afraid to try something like this. I mean, I don't deal very much with depression or anything, but I understand that it does some great stimulation and everything. So they're going to get me hooked up here, and we're going to try this out. So they've got this cap on me that the nurse kind of mapped out things on me, doctor?
Yes.
Okay. So now what you do?
So what I'm going to do here now is we're going to use the impulses from this to see what's the actual dosage, which is the amount of energy that we have to put into the magnets to get to the area of the brain that we need to. So really what we're doing is we're precisely getting the signal strength right for you.
Okay.
And so we just want to be right on the dose. And the nice thing about this is that we can get to the right dose on the very first session, which is much different than medicines, because with medicines you got to give a certain dose, you got to see how it works. And in our field, a lot of times that can take 4, 6, 8 weeks till you really know how medicine's working. With this, we can get to that dose on the very first session.
Well, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, so it's very nice that way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn your head a little bit to the right here.
Okay.
And what I have here, so the coil here like this, and then there's a button here that I push to do like a single impulse. And what I'm going to do is ask you to go ahead and grip and relax. Okay. Doing okay still?
Okay, we'll just make that bigger.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm done. It was 19 minutes, but we didn't really spend the whole 19 minutes watching me go to sleep. So, my head feels clear.
Wonderful.
I was very relaxed. No issues or anything.
Well, good, good. Do you notice any changes in just cognitive abilities?
My whole demeanor is, I don't know, I feel, I'm going to stand up here, but I feel fine. I mean, just a little bit more energetic, a little bit more brightness.
Well, good.
To my brain.
Good. Yeah, we know a lot of patients tell us about that they feel more energy and ready to go into action a lot of times they want to come in and do this in the morning because they feel more energized that way and want to go out and start the day going. Yes.
Gulf Coast Neurospa, they're located on Cal and Lorraine Road at Gulfport and also on Government Street in Ocean Springs. Numbers on your screen, call and make an appointment. Get your head clear.